hope you all have had a great week, and I welcome all of you to our weekly Communities of Practice Sunday check-in session, a half hour of Dharma, reflections, and community connections. If you are a new member of our community, please accept our wholehearted welcome to you. If you have any questions regarding our practices and topics, we are all here to help. It is customary for people in Australia to begin any meetings by acknowledging the traditional owners of our land. So in the spirit of reconciliation, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we work, study, and reside on, the Wodi people of the Darwin Nation. I pay my respect to their elders past and present, and all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people of today. And I also pay my respect to the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you all are. The Sunday check-in sessions have been developed by our Communities of Practice team and the entire community. The purpose of this session is to develop a reflective practice in response to changes. Guided by humanistic Buddhism, we'd like to cultivate our practices and to build memorable friendships. Thanks for the suggestions from Stevens and Warren. This new year, we put an overarching purpose for the first half-year sessions. Apart from the weekly topics, we'd like to invite you to ponder how we can connect our discussions and reflections to our daily lives. In April sessions, Dr. Priscilla Wong and Dr. Remy Low guided us to listen to our bodies and practice with our ears and eyes. This week, Priscilla will introduce our May sessions with friendship to kick off a month only of a surprise new format. Let's welcome Priscilla.
Thank you, Xiaomeng. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us from all around the world today. And let's start with a short meditation on friendship. If you can sit comfortably and take a few deep breaths. Gently close your eyes. Now, if you can picture a friend who has been kind to you, who has been supportive, someone whom you know has your best interests at heart. They could be a childhood friend, a workmate, a teacher, and even a family member, perhaps. Imagine that person standing in front of you, smiling, sending you their love. You can feel they truly want you to be happy, fulfilled, and to live a life that is flourishing. Breathe in and receive those thoughts, those intentions. Now, very slowly, let go of that image. Take a few big breaths, noticing how you feel. Now picture a friend, and it can be the same friend or a different one. Someone perhaps who could do with some support right now. Imagine that person standing in front of you and smile. As you breathe in, you wish this friend happiness and fulfillment. As you breathe out, you send them joy and flourishing. Now slowly let go of that image and those feelings. Take a few breaths and notice any residual sensations and emotions. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. And I welcome everyone, all friends in the community, to the first session of Friendship Month. In preparing for today, I was thinking about my own friendships, and I'm filled with gratitude and joy. They've been different in so many ways for me. Some friendships are easy, others are challenging. Some have come and gone, while others have lasted the distance. Some may have felt disappointing, and some I know I've been the one to let friends down. So I thought I'd ask a couple of questions of the community today. Why friendship? And what makes a good friend? The Greek philosopher Aristotle explored friendship in great depth. He considered common friendships that are based on pleasure, like having fun together, like going to the movies, sports, great conversations. On friendships based on utility, where there's an exchange of favors or goods, like in business. But he found the deepest bonds to be among friends of virtue. Friendships based simply on who we are and a mutual appreciation of the values held by each other. Aristotle's opinion was that friends hold a mirror up to each other. Through that mirror, they can see each other in ways that would not otherwise be accessible to them. And it is this mirroring that helps them improve themselves as persons. Can you think of a friend like this? Someone who lets you see yourself with a new honesty, gentleness, and hope. We think of self-improvement as a solitary type of pursuit, with Buddhism as an example of this. But the Buddha actually agreed with Aristotle. When Ananda declared that friendship is half of the holy life, the Buddha corrected him. No, Ananda, friendship is the whole of the holy life. When we have admirable people as friends, companions, and comrades, we can expect to develop and pursue the path. And how do we find or become this good friend? Because we're often mindful not to discriminate or judge, but our friends are the ones we are allowing into our hearts to shape and influence us. So we do have to take our time and care as to who we allow to hold up that mirror for us. Ever practical, the Buddha gives quite specific advice. He says in the Mitta Sutta, monks, a friend endowed with 7 qualities is worth associating with. Which 7? Now, the first 3 for me exemplify the hard work involved in friendships. Often friendships are easy and a lot of fun, and there is a return for us, as Aristotle said. But sometimes we just need to give or forgive. So 1, he gives what is hard to give. 2, he does what is hard to do. 3, he endures what is hard to endure. The next 2 describe a sacred world of truth, vulnerability, and trust. 4, he reveals his secrets to you. 5, he keeps your secrets. And finally, loyalty, I think we'd all agree, essential in a true friendship. 6, when misfortune strikes, he doesn't abandon you. And 7, when you're down and out, he doesn't look down on you. A friend endowed with these 7 qualities is worth associating with. What do you think? In the breakout rooms ahead, I'd love to hear your reflections on friendship, whether positive or negative. And what do you think of the Buddha's advice on being a good friend? And finally, how do you cultivate your friendships? I'll ask Xiaomong to help organize these for us.
Okay, thank you, Priscilla, for introducing the 7 qualities a friend should possess, which made me reflect on the extent to which I am a qualified friend to others. So now we are invited to contemplate and discuss the questions on the screen. Now we will be placed in groups of 3 to 4 to share and discuss. In the discussion, we do recommend you spending some time to get to know about each other and then discussing our questions. There will be some Zoom notifications to guide you, but feel free to let the flow of your discussions guide you. Our sessions are guided by Metta, which is unconditional love and kindness for all sentient beings. Let's use these breakout sessions to express and receive loving kindness to and from one another, and take time to pause, share, and listen. We'll also ask you to share some of your findings with the larger group at the end of the breakout discussion. So now let's go to our breakout rooms for rich and nourishing discussions. See you all back in 15 minutes.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the chat among friends today. And if you have any reflections or stories or your thoughts about what you felt about the Buddha's words on how to be a good friend, or as we spoke about in our group, how to choose your friends. So it goes both ways, So feel free to write in the chat box, and these will be distributed through our email systems. So forgiveness came up a lot in our group discussions too. So thanks to Lai Chin for this. So forgiving and loving kindness. So value the friendship and the empathy. And then another mnemonic for us as well from Lai Chin: respect, acceptance, tolerance and trust, empathy, sincerity to cultivate friendship. And I think they're common themes where we talk about the difficult things to do in a friendship that came up. The importance of forgiveness, the importance of being there in hard times through thick and thin, and not just walking away when things get difficult, or the person you've been friends with hasn't got the same benefits or doesn't provide the same pleasure, as Aristotle was talking about. Friendship was forced by sharing adversity. Thanks, Yunjin. Thanks, Paula. So shared experience definitely can help bring friends together. So I think when we go through hard times with a friend, so it's also a process of building that friendship. So thanks, Paula. And sometimes I think time and being able to do things together is the only way we can know if a friendship is developing. So shared experience, time, and how we each respond. So Bruce is commenting on Lai Chin's mnemonic on respect, acceptance, tolerance, trust, empathy, sincerity, I think. And it makes for an interesting metric to understand a friendship's resilience. So Bruce is there. I think it's time to make a graph or a measurement, I think, to look at the strength of a friendship. So keep writing, everyone, in here. I think I'll just have one more. And Katya talks about friendships as a reflection of who we are, and they can be tested when different values come to the fore. And what's important is responding with a clarity of your own values and understanding of your own truth. And sometimes you must let go of friendships, and sometimes you must forgive and keep working on it. So Katya's wonderful in sharing how complex and messy friendships are, just like every other relationship in our lives. So thank you, Katya. And finally, in difficult times, I think Kay was also talking about this, our shared values can keep friendships together. So the importance of having shared values and aspirations. So I'm going to close up now, running a little bit late. So I'm going to hand back to Xiaomeng to finish this session. But thank you, everyone, for your comments.
Thank you, Priscilla. We really hope that the check-in sessions were helpful to you, and we hope that you experience unconditional love and compassion of this community. But for anyone who might be experiencing a greater need than what today could meet, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. And you can also reach out to the professional organizations on the screen. So today we spoke about the importance of friendship in our spiritual path. In shared experience, learning together and supporting each other, we all grow and experience even greater joy. For the month of May, each week, we have invited a friend from the community to generously share their story and their secrets with us. To give us some encouragement, we will start with Venerable Jue, who will be telling us about her journey from baby to Buddha. In friendship, I will also ask you in the community to also reflect on her story and share your truths and ideas. As we check out today, let's reset the dedication of merit together to send love and compassion to whoever is in need.
Let us now dedicate the goodness of what you have done to all living beings. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May Chan, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our gratitude and humility give rise to great vows.
So thank you everyone for joining us. Now we will have our Euro post check-in discussions. So please stay around if you have time. Otherwise, see you all again next Sunday at 11 a.m. And please remember to rethink how we could cultivate our friendships in life. Thank you.